Hello friends, welcome to Innovative Shiksha. So today I bring to you the next video in the important MCQ series. So today's video will be based on the topic dimensions of a physical quantities, and in later videos we are going to solve some important MCQs on the topic dimensions of a physical quantities. So the objective of today's video will be to understand what is dimension and how we can find the dimension, because as you know we have in class 11 physics chapter number 2, this is very important topic, and you will find in each and every exam there are 2 or 3 questions on this topic, because this topic is very helpful in finding units of this system, because you know that dimensions of a physical quantity also describe the nature of a physical quantity. That is why this topic becomes very important. Okay, so let us try to understand what is dimension. So how we can define dimension? The dimension of a physical quantity are the power to which the base quantities are raised to represent that quantity. So what we have to find, if you want to find a dimension of a physical quantity, so we have to convert that physical quantity into its base units. So what is base units? You should understand what is base units, because in my earlier videos I have already explained. If you know what is base units, then it is very good, and if you don't know, you can check my earlier playlist, because I have already explained what is base units. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to convert the physical quantity into its base units, and the power or exponents to which the base quantities are raised is known as its dimension. Okay, so how we can represent the dimensions? What we have to do, we have to write any dimension in a square bracket. For example, if you want to write the dimension of length, what we have to do, we have to write capital L in a square bracket. So this is known as dimension of length. Similarly, dimension of mass will be represented by this quantity m in a square bracket. Similarly, dimension of time will be denoted by capital T in a square bracket, right? So this is how we represent dimensions. So let us try to find some important dimensions of a physical quantity. So suppose we have to find the dimension of a volume. So how we can find the dimension of a volume? We have to convert this volume into its base units, and then by writing this type of equation we can find the dimension of a volume. So let us find how we can write the dimension of a volume. So volume can be represented by volume, that is length into breadth into height, right? So these length, breadth and height are example of length. So what we can do, we can write the dimension of length and breadth and height. So let us write dimension of length and dimension of breadth and dimension of height. Fine. Then what we have to do, we have to multiply these. So this becomes this, or it is also equals to L Q. So both are correct, right? So this is the dimension of volume. Okay, so let us try to find the dimension of velocity. So if you know what is velocity or how we can define velocity, you can very easily find the dimension of a velocity, right? So how we can define the velocity? As you know, velocity is what? Velocity is displacement per unit time. Displacement divided by time is known as velocity, right? So let us start writing the dimensions of displacement and time. So displacement is a kind of length, right? So we have to write the displacement, for displacement L. So L is the displacement dimension, and what is the dimension of time here? So T. So this becomes the dimension of velocity, right? So Lt to the power -1 becomes the dimension of velocity, right? So let us come to the next one, acceleration. So what is acceleration? As you know, acceleration is velocity, rate of change of velocity, right? So rate of change of velocity, that is velocity upon time. So what we have to do, either we have to convert velocity in its base unit, or we can check out from this also, because we have already find what is the dimension of velocity. So I am writing from here. So L t to the power minus 1 is the dimension of velocity, and for time we have t. So what will be the answer? The answer will be L t to the power minus 2. So this becomes the dimension of acceleration. Okay, so let us come to the next one. So the next is force. What is force? As you know, force is mass into acceleration, right? So this is how we represent force, mass into acceleration. So we have to write the dimension of mass as well as acceleration and multiply these two quantities, we will get the dimension of force, right? So let us write the dimension of mass first, mass, and then acceleration. So we are using this expression into this expression, that is L t to the power minus 2. So this becomes m L t to the power minus 2. So m L t to the power minus 2 is the dimension of force. Okay, so let us come to the last example. So last example is density. So how we can define density? As you know, density is what? Density is mass per unit volume. So mass per unit volume is the density. So what we have to do? We have to write the dimension of mass and the dimension of volume, right? So the dimension of mass is m, and the dimension of volume we have already find. You can write from this expression. So this is L cube. So the answer will be m L to the power 3. So we have explained in this video what is the concept of dimension, and we have already explained with some examples also. For example, volume, velocity, acceleration, force and density. And in later videos we are going to solve some important MCQs based on this topic. Thank you very much.